So I've heard this comment a lot. Oh, I can't S songs because I don't have enough 4 stars. And it's made me wonder, can you get an S with only 3 stars on your team? Now, first let me quickly cover the significance of getting an S rank. If you get a C rank on a song, they reward you with 10 crystals. B, you'll get 20 crystals. A is 30. And finally, S, you get a whopping 50 crystals. So in total, getting an S rank on a song will yield you 110 crystals. This is only one time though, but still, 110 is a pretty significant crystal reward, especially if you have a decent team and it's pretty much guaranteed crystals anytime a new song comes out. Now the issue is, new players don't really have access to a lot of the 4-star characters, especially the free-to-play players. But considering you can unlock a new 3-star with every event, over time you'll acquire a decent amount. If for some reason you don't do any gacha pulls or you just have really bad luck. Anyways, that brings us back to the subject of this video. Can you get an S with only 3 stars? So I decided to do a quick experiment. I picked a song I was fairly confident in playing consistently and recorded the power levels and scores while using different team comps consisting of all 3 stars and all 4 stars. The only requirement was to have them at max level, but everything else was random. So for the 3-star team, on average, power level was about 188,429.6, and the average score was 971,714.4, resulting in an A in every song I played, which is pretty good. These were all pretty solid team comps given that all these cards were chosen at random. You're still above the threshold of 150,000 to get into veteran rooms while playing multiplayer, and that would definitely land you an S in most cases. And as for the 4-star teams, on average, power levels were around 202,693, and the average score was 1,140,787.8. And to no surprise, I was able to get an S 60% of the time. The one thing I learned though is even if you have a team of full maxed out 4 stars, that does not guarantee you an S. There's actually a lot of other factors to consider, which finally brings me back to the question, can I get an S with only 3? So the first thing I had to check on was what card type did I have the highest level on. So every card in the game is one of 5 types, and I guess over time I leveled up the pure type the most. Next, I went around seeing what units have I leveled up their items the most. And for me, that was Leonid and VBS. So that's 2 requirements I needed to look for when I was building this team. The last factor I had to check for would be skill type and its level. Ideally, you want to find a card that gives you a score bonus, and preferably if the skill level is maxed out. So I spent some time swapping out cards, figuring out what characters would give me the best chance at getting the highest score. And this is what I came up with. So all that's left to do is just to play songs, see what happens. I played a bunch of different songs from hard to master, and to my surprise, I was actually able to get S's, but not consistently. I got an S about 40% of the time. The weird thing I found out while going over the data is that while playing with a 3-star team, the lowest score S I got was 1.16 million. And everything under that would result in an A. But looking at the scores that I got from playing with the 4 stars, the threshold was brought down to 1.14 million. So there's a bit of a bias, it seems. If you have 4 stars, it is actually easier to get an S rank. But with 3 stars, it's possible, but it's also very difficult. The amount of time and resources I've spent leveling up the items and card types is a lot. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I've been playing this game almost consistently since the launch of the English version. It's funny, I played Senbon Sakura on Expert, and getting all perfects, it got me a score of 1.16 million. So it's like, yeah, you can totally get an S, but you basically gotta make no mistakes, have your skills maxed out, and all upgraded items. But yeah, it's possible. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave a comment, or you can DM me on any of my social media accounts. I'll have them posted in the description down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Also, check out this shirt I made.